I'm Danny, it's my colleague Sean. We're from Ask for Clive and we're here today to tell you a little bit about this year's Pub Pride. Ask for Clive is a charity that was set up in 2019 after a rise in hate crime towards the LGBT community, one that has continued and one that quite often exists in the nighttime economy. Today we're in
the Boots and Albans, which is an Ask for Clive venue. We've been with these guys since the beginning, and a number of other pubs in St Albans, so it's been a great to be part of it.
Our campaign really runs on allyship, as most of the venues that we work with are straight owned and places that embrace inclusion and really don't want hatred in their place. So our slogan is "Everyone is welcome here," and we really want to take 2023 to make that really driven home. Okay, so there is the boot itself. Who's that? That's you on the left there, Sean, with Crayon and the Queen. We're just sat here right now, right behind this chimney. That's an example of the feeling that Pub Pride's supposed to give everyone. It was a pretty crazy night in here, and I know there were people dancing on tables down the road. We had Pride Classics karaoke across the road at Snug, and it's up to you to make it a brilliant night. There's our map from last year. Look at all those Pub Pride pints. So we had about 250 venues, places like the Goose in Manchester, the Yard in Coventry, which we'll come back to. We had 40 pubs in our locality here, and generally just a really good night for everyone. We have lots of partners. So I said we work with Punch, Big Smoke, All Bar One raised some great money for us last year. The Piano Works, wonderful place, we'll be doing Pub Pride again this year. Okay, so the date this year?
26th of May, Friday evening. It's always the last Friday of May moving forward. So it's just before Pride Month, which is June. We try and encourage people to use this as the beginning, the entry for Pride Month. So keep the flags up over Pride Month if you want to. And this is all about getting people into your local pub in villages and all across the UK where maybe people wouldn't normally tend to have a Pride event. It's about an opportunity that across the country we can all come together on that day and celebrate the diversities of people that come into your venue and possibly work with your venue or in the venue. So
absolutely,
it's all about that.
And it's for friends and family and colleagues and employers to go out and celebrate the community and make a real special night and an introduction to Pride Month for them. I'm a father and a brother and an ally, I suppose. Right, so we have a theme for this year, and that theme is going to be purple. Now, purple on the original Pride flag represents spirituality. So alongside the country walks and the karaoke and the drag queens and things like that, you can expect to see a few kind of pop-up yoga events and perhaps some meditation and things like that, which would be a good use to me actually sometimes, wouldn't it, Sean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Format is very similar. So our venues can sign up at www.pubprideshop.com. We don't say www anymore, do we? Don't have to.
No, you can also do it via the website as well, askforclive.com.
3 levels of sign up. So £25 will get you a digital registration, which gets you listed on our website, shared on our socials, and some other benefits. And you'll get a digital pack that really helps you sort of dress things up around your venue and on the screen and in social media, and we'll make you custom stuff with your pub's logo on them. £50 will get you our new purple flag and bunting, and then for £100 you get 6 t-shirts in there as well, again with the purple logo. So we're going to race through. We're also going to have some consumer products, so we're working with some designers from the LGBT community to put out some products that are going to, again, a contribution will come back to creating welcome spaces. In terms of events, we like to raise funds through having fun. We're not going to go around shaking a tin. So the more you can activate your venue, if someone's paying a small ticket price or a contribution towards food, drink or an event, that's how we want to do it. We don't want people to feel like they're having to put their hand in their pocket.
Absolutely, and we do think that as well. We're launching a cocktail competition at some point, which Daniel will talk to you about. That's a perfect opportunity to add £1 onto that cocktail so that you can then do a donation to the charities. The event is to raise money, obviously, for the Ask for Clive charity at the end of the day, as well as having fun.
Exactly, and to help provide the platform for the fun, we work with our partners at Gig Realm, who are an online talent agency. They've actually set up a big LGBT section so you can source authentic entertainment for your night, and it's really important to make it authentic, to work with the community, to have some guidance to make the event authentic, and please reach out to us. And we can help you.
Yeah, give us an email. Yeah. The other thing I really want to point out is that you don't have to put on a show, you don't have to put on an event. You can, simply having the Pub Pride flag up in your venue and just having a night where you can welcome in people that maybe don't feel like they can come into a venue. That's the most important thing that you can actually do, and it's also a really great opportunity to have that conversation with staff and team members that may be LGBT, or it's a great opportunity to engage with them and see what they'd like to do. So obviously ask your team and see if there's anything that they want to do event-wise, or just make a community space for people to enjoy themselves.
Exactly that. We also fundraise through some of our partner products. A few examples up there. Farbrew did this wonderful Pride Pale last year. We had a couple of beers from Mad Squirrel, and our wonderful friends at Waddington Road Cafe did these cupcakes for us a couple of years ago. They were wonderful.
The cupcakes are a great idea because you can make them, have some fun, and then obviously all donations go to the charity as well, so it's a good idea.
We'll also have our annual cocktail competition. This was last year's winner from Firebug in Leicester, which was the Equality. And they've actually continued selling that, so they gave us £1 per cocktail straight back to Ask for Clive. It costs us roughly £10 to set up a venue, so that enables us to put up another 50 venues. But great news on the cocktail competition this front. We have a partner in Brighton Gin, so we're really proud to be working with Brighton Gin. They're putting together a custom bottle to celebrate Pub Pride 23, and again, contribution from sales from each cocktail sold should be coming back to Ask for Clive.
So we are encouraging you to use Brighton Gin in your cocktail. It's not an essential part of it, because we know that some pieces might not be able to use the gin because they can't buy it through their supplier or whatever. But get your competition ideas photographed, tag us in over the next coming weeks. We will, in the next week I think, we will set out a video to show you how you enter the competition. It's very easy and it's free to enter.
Exactly that. And we'll also be sharing details of all of our partner products and how you can get access to those. Some of them will also be available to members of the public. So if you want to keep a custom bottle, then you can. We want to stretch it out. We recognise that we do charge for this. There is a cost in that. So if you can make it a 3-day event, if you can have something like a talk on the Thursday night, party night on the Saturday, and then maybe a barbecue on the Saturday, that's up to you. You can work with partnering local venues to make sure that you're not competing with each other or duplicating what each other do. Here last year we had
St Albans is a bit, we've managed to get together with St Albans, so you might want to speak, and a lot of other places did as well.
They did,
Stortford, places like that. So once you've got a couple of pubs in your area, if you encourage the other pubs to get involved as well, then you've got a kind of 3 or 4 venue kind of situation, which is really nice, and you can actually get more people coming in to use the pubs, and you can maybe work with each other to have different events on different evenings, and like we're saying, have community events on the Thursday night. It's going to be our opening night, so there's some opportunities to have friend space or chat space, for various people to meet. And at the end of the day, it's all about meeting like-minded people and people that want to connect.
Just
make new friends.
Get creative. Here last year, Crayola Queen was in here, Pride Classics karaoke, 50 yards over there at the Snug, and then 100 yards that way. Yards? Yeah. What year is this? We had Rocky Horror Fancy Dress by the Mad Squirrel, which was just epic, and that was by Open House Film Club as well.
And the other thing as well is just to make sure that when you're having these events, speak to your local bid or council or community kind of groups, because we found it was really open and engaging in St Albans. We actually managed to have the rainbow flag across the entire cathedral. The town hall was lit in the flag, and the flags were raised. So it became a real lovely community evening event on that day. So that's what we really want to get out there, really, to all little villages as well.
Another initiative we're working on for this year is a Lost Venues campaign. Something like 80% of LGBT venues in the UK have been lost in the last 10 years. The people we're having the first conversation with is the Yard in Coventry, whose business is under threat because their building is being developed and they haven't found a suitable home. So that's something we're looking to highlight, and we're keen to hear from those that have closed in similar circumstances to really bring them back to life for Pub Pride, and really highlight the loss of what is a truly valuable community asset.
So if you are a local pub in an area that that one of the LGBT venue has closed, maybe see if you can get hold of them. They might want to host the event at your pub, which would be a great way for obviously reigniting that that safe space, but also just connecting the two kind of venues together. So anyone that wants to do that, you can always email us. We'll help you introduce you to people, so please let us know.
Exactly that. Sponsorship opportunities. If you want to get involved, if you want to support this, if you want to sponsor an event in your locality, get in touch. We're not very rulesy about this. Okay, so numerous different people have actually gone to a venue, said we want to hold something here. Venue's gone to a group and said we want to do this. We've had different councils, big teams get involved and say, you know, we're running after this. So there's a great number of things that we can do here. If it has spiked your interest, please get in touch. But yeah, just get creative. We're going to sign off in a second with a couple of last things. Our dress code, very important. Come as yourself. All right, that's what this is all about. Everyone is welcome here. Sign up at www, he said it again, pubprideshop.com, askforclive.com, pubpride.com. Our socials are here. We're pretty easy to find.
You can always click through on Instagram. They've got the social. They've got the link to the Pub Pride open now on our Instagram. So we want everyone to get involved. Please register as early as possible to make sure that we can get everything to you. There is a cut-off date.
Cut-off date is March the 30th, so orders in by March 30th.
It's not too long, because obviously you've got to get things printed, and it's very expensive to do it after that date. So please make sure that you register in the next couple of weeks to avoid disappointment.
Exactly that. And if you've got this far, thank you very much, and we're going to stop talking now.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.